Can I go up on for the press conference? All right, thank you. Can you put me out in roll, please? Thank you. All right.
That's why I parked out on the other road.
All right, thank you.
There's a lot of moving vehicles over here.
Hey, does the shot look blurry on ClickO?
4 minutes.
Or back at the station? Okay, great. All right, it just looks blurry on my display. Okay, all right. Just wanted to check. All right, thank you. Okay. All right. All right, thanks. Bye.
I just had to remember to silence my phones. Yeah, they're kind of blowing up on me right now. I wore blue because I knew you'd wear blue today.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good.
Is everyone ready?
Is everyone ready? Are we good? I mean, it's not quite 2:30, but I don't know how accurate you guys have to be. You're the ones streaming live.
We just had to do something else real quick. I'm ready with it.
Okay.
I'm good. Good.
Good, good?
Yep.
Everybody's good? All right, let me know when to start. All right. Thanks for coming. My name is Michael Swanson. I am the fire chief for the City of Eustis. Do you need me to spell my name? Everybody always wants me to spell my name. M-I-C-H-A-E-L, Michael Swanson, S-W-A-N-S-O-N. And again, I'm the fire chief for the City of Eustis. We're on the site for the bridge collapse, which is actually a large culvert system. What has happened is washed out. It was heavily damaged in the storm. The City of Eustis is paying a lot of attention to it because this site is also a main conduit for our utilities. We have a force main for sewer going under it and a water main, and it's also the main power going back into the property for the lift station that we have back there. So we're paying a lot of attention to it. If the force main were to collapse, it would impact all of the rest of the homes in here and other areas also. So we do have a vested interest in this area. Currently we do have backup plans in place that if the force main does collapse, we'll be able to bypass it. We've already had Duke Energy dump a different leg into it, so the power's coming from the other side instead of through the bridge. So we're pretty confident that if everything does fail and go bad for us, we could have that sewer line bypassed and back up and running within an 8-hour period, approximately, give or take. The other part to it is the water main is compromised. There's nothing we can do with the water main at this time because the sidewalk has collapsed and is laying on top of the water main. On the Thursday night collapse where we were initially called out, The water main was leaking, appeared to be leaking at a collar, which is exposed from the collapse. We did shut it off. So these homes right now are evacuated. They'll remain evacuated so we can figure out how to get water back to them and get a safe way for trucks and vehicles to get back into the properties. Even if we get the water established, we still can't drive trucks over the road. And what's going on right now is the Homeowners Association has hired a company to come out here and do a diversion, a water diversion. They built a weir across the intake side of the culvert, and they are pumping water around the bridge to the other side, and it's coming out on the other side. The water overnight did come over the weir that they built and did compromise it a bit. That's expected because it's made of dirt and rock, and it is a temporary type structure. Now we'll just keep shoring that up as we go along. The idea is to dry out some of this bridge structure so that we can get in there and look at it and see how our utilities are and how much damage is actually done to the bridge. Running cameras and such under the bridge just to look at it. We do know that we have leaks coming in from the collapse side over. We have 5 good legs on one side and 7 on the other. A leg is a 8-foot section of pipe. So we know that the culverts are compromised past the center line of the bridge at this time. That's pretty much where the cones are, is where we determined that the bridge has been compromised. Definitely that we can see. So the bridge will remain closed until somebody comes out and determines otherwise or fixes something. The Homeowners Association did hire an engineer. The engineer was out here this morning walking through the property and around the structure with us. And this afternoon or tomorrow morning, we do have a DOT certified inspector that's going to come out and help us put a plan together. The idea to this is to get this fixed as quick as possible. Right now we have 20 displaced families. One of the homes was vacant. So 20 displaced families, 11 of them we have up in hotels right now. And those opportunities for us are going to expire around Friday night. So we're going to try and get what we can done and see what we can get done this week. This is kind of the project that we're on right now. With that, we're cutting a form. I am drafting a form letter for the homeowners. Most of them have insurance and are going to be given this letter so that they can go to their homeowners insurance and possibly get some funding if they have to move out for a while if this is an extended evacuation. So we're doing everything we can as a city, and again, we're kind of limited as to what we can do because it's a private bridge with city utilities underneath it. So it's kind of a blended issue here. The other thing that we're also doing is the city has drafted up some documents. We are prepared to step in and assist the Homeowners Association should they require some assistance with funding as far as they need a loan. If their insurance company comes out and says that they need some amount of money somewhere, we're going to step up and assist them with that. We want this bridge fixed. We want people to get to their homes, and we want our utilities secured. And that's kind of where we're at right now. If there's any questions, I'll take them.
Chief, since the families were evacuated, have the situations gotten worse out here, or has there been any signs of improvement?
Right now, I would say since probably Friday night, Saturday morning, we did a pretty good job of slowing the water down. Well, we didn't do it. The Homeowners Association did, bringing in the weir. But we haven't seen any significant collapses, but there are still pieces falling off of the bridge. Friday night, we had a pretty big chunk of rock fall down and hit the water main again. And there's nothing that we can do about that because you can't get close enough to it with a piece of equipment to pick it up. And it's not safe enough to send people up under there because it's all wet and sloppy and muddy. One of the problems they had, they tried to put a little machine in there to work on the weir a bit, and it sunk in the mud. So the ground is very soft all the way around the structure.
Chief, is there any timeline not for the repairs of the bridge, but to know for a fact that it's not going to collapse further? Is that something that we can't even know? Or?
Well, right now we have great weather. So any kind of weather, change in the weather, rain, everything's exposed. So if we had even a moderate rain, it's going to wash out a lot of the dirt. It's going to wash out. It's exposed. There's nothing we can really do about that. So the answer is, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. That's the DOT bridge person will probably give us a better timeline to that. I can tell you right now, as long as the weather holds, it's probably not going to collapse anymore. But also drying, the dirt that's drying right now is turning into sand, and it's falling away. Just in the process of drying, it's even starting to resettle and change a bit. So this is just something we have to kind of watch and wait until they come up with a plan on what they're going to do for it. I would say, I would hope that by Wednesday we have a pretty good plan in place. That would be my hope, and I would hope that when they get a plan in place, they can work on it pretty quick.
Regarding the pump station, and you know why this is so important for the city of Eustis, how many other people would be impacted? I know you said beyond this community as well.
Well, and I'm not really sure how far out it goes, but I know we've identified about 106 homes. So it would at least be 106. So the proper answer would be 106 homes. I don't know how far out it goes. I know some of the communities to the side over here are on septic and well and that kind of thing, and likewise on the other side. But some of the newer structures that have been brought in have probably been put on this lift station.
How precarious is this situation?
It could have been a lot worse if we wouldn't have come in here and stopped it. I believe people would have continued to drive over it, and it would have probably been pretty bad, especially when you have all the trucks and stuff going over it. Amazon and all those trucks that continually come in, those are very heavy vehicles, and that was not helping us having those vehicles go over it. We were watching the ground vibrate a bit when the dozers were going by it, the little skid steers that are running around it. So it's very sensitive right now. Do I think cars are pretty heavy, especially the electric ones, and we're not really sure how far underneath the culverts the erosion has taken place. We know it's to the fifth leg on the one side, which is pretty bad. That's way past the center line. Now, how much can that support? That's the problem. We don't know.
As far as the utility lines go, how precarious is the situation?
Right now, we're feeling pretty good about the forced main, the septic line. That's on the good side of the road, and it's actually over the good part of the legs of the culvert. So that's pretty secure right now.
So I'm trying to understand that part. Is the concern that the collapse would then fall in, or like what is the concern with the lift station connection there?
Well, because if the forced main breaks, it dumps raw sewage out. It's a sewer line, and if that happens, the lift station that's down there will be pumping and receiving, and that's not going to work. And we'd have raw sewage, and then these homes right here would not be able to. Everything they do is going to go into the holding pond here. We don't want that. So that's the precarious part to it, and that's also you really can't live in a house without water and sewer. It gets pretty horrible just not having water, more or less sewer. So if you don't have water, you can probably use a bucket to flush things around. But where's it going to go? It's going to go into this reservoir here.
So if that water main or that sewer line breaks, would this entire community have to evacuate?
At this point, we don't think so. We have a pretty good contingency plan. That's what I was talking about, where we could come over here and reroute it. We'd have to shut it down. But the fear before was what's the plan? We don't have the equipment yet. Today, we have everything staged. So if it does happen, we'll have it here right away. And the guys have already marked everything up, and they've got the plans out, so we know what the fix is. It's not something we're going to have to figure out on the fly. We know what we have to do. So we're pretty confident that we'll have it back up relatively quick.
We've been hearing that there may have been some issues in the past with this bridge. Understanding it's a privately maintained bridge and road, but has the city heard anything about that? Is the city planning to address any of those concerns?
It's a private road, so we were made aware of it when we came in here right after the storm had come through, and we could see that there were problems. And actually, the city of Eustis was concerned enough about their utilities that we came in, we put some rock in to shore up the one side to keep the water from eroding it quickly. We did little. Remember, it's a private bridge, so we really shouldn't be using taxpayers' money on a private infrastructure. But we will do things to minimize damage, especially when we know we have utilities on that structure. We're watching it. We're helping them. We want to help them. We know this is going to be costly. We'll help them if they got if they ask for financing or something. We're open to conversing with them over that. Forms have been pre-drafted just in case. Nothing has been made formal yet, but I have the city manager and the deputy city manager behind me, Tom Carino and Miranda Burrows. We're all here with the same message. You know, we're concerned. At the end of the day, these are our citizens. They live within our city. You know, we care about them too, and we want them to get back in their homes as quickly as possible. And one of the best things we can do for them too is just let them know that we care, we're here, and we'll do whatever we can to help the homeowners association expedite the repairs.
On Friday, you knew that the water main was leaking. Now you said it's collapsed. What is the differentiator there? What does that mean?
It hasn't collapsed. It's compromised. It has to be replaced. So whether it's totally crushed at this point or leaking, it's got to be replaced. So we know that's going to take place, but we're not going to do it till we know what's going on with the bridge. So it's going to be shut off until that point. The biggest difference right now is there's sidewalk laying on it. So when pipes aren't designed to support 500-pound blocks of concrete. So that's what's happening right now. As some of the pictures, if you get down on the bottom side with the cameras and zoom in, you'll see that the blocks are actually laying on top of a pipe, and that pipe is the main. That is the water main. And towards that side of the bridge, you'll see there's a collar. That's where the connection is. That's where we're really concerned, which is why it is shut off, because that's probably going to pop with a bow in it. There's pressure on it now, and if it were charged, and if that water main were to blow with the water pressure in it, it would do a serious washout on this, and there would be even more repairs at this point.
Chief, two really quick questions. So the work going on here is still the bypass work. It's still
Correct.
And the next step is for the DOT inspector to come out,
Right.
and come up with a plan for how to address this.
And just to clarify something, he's not a DOT inspector. He's DOT certified.
DOT certified.
He's a private contractor, so I don't want to get DOT mad at me.
Okay.
But yeah. But yeah, he's going to come out afterwards. He was supposed to be here this afternoon. He said he'll be here this afternoon or tomorrow morning. He wants it a little dried out so he can get in there. I don't know if he's going to be comfortable getting under that stuff, but
and obviously it's probably still too early to answer this question. But I mean, as far as timeline here for these residents who are evacuated to be able to drive back in, to get back in. I mean, you're drafting up this letter to residents to be able to provide to the homeowner insurance companies. Saying matter of weeks, matter of months.
Honestly, I'm hoping so. This isn't really a bridge. This is really a modified culvert. Okay, there's no pilings put in the ground or anything. If they get a good plan in, I think they could get it done in a couple of days. Now, when I say that, I'm not a professional bridge builder, okay, or a culvert guy. But from the people that I've talked to, they say they could probably do some substantial repair on this once they figure out what they need to do in less than a week. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they come in here and they tell us this, and we get it fixed relatively quick.
And that's assuming that we don't have any more rain that ends up
Correct.
changing the whole situation.
Correct. If we get another bout of rain, a good rain, an inch of rain, I think that would change the scenery a bit with what's being supported right now. If you look at it, there's a lot of exposed dirt where the sidewalk fell away, and that dirt is over some of the legs of the culvert. The culvert, that part is already compromised, but the more the dirt moves, the more the culvert leans forward, the more it gets compromised, and the more it takes the next one out. So they're kind of like a chain. As one piece moves, the next one follows. So, and that's where we're way up under the bridge at this point.
On Friday, also, you've been allowing residents to go back through and collect some of their things. The area is now significantly more blocked off than it was on that still letting people grab them?
Yes, we are. Yeah, if they walk on the sidewalk on this side and on the dirt on the other side, we know the legs right now are there, and we're continuously coming out here and looking at it to make sure nothing's changed. That's going to continue until we get a plan somewhere, and especially if it rains. If it rains, we'll probably shut it down till the rain is done, and then we can evaluate it. That's how concerned I am of it, and the citizens are totally on board. They understand. So.
And then also you said that the hotels people are staying in, that was extended, it sounds like, till Friday, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's still with that same charity?
Yes, laser.
Okay.
Yes.
And are they still looking for permanent resident or permanent housing for the residents?
They will be. I don't think laser will be able to fund it much further. At that point, I'm hoping, it sounds like everybody has insurance, homeowners insurance. These are owned homes, and everybody has a policy. So our game plan right now is to get them letters and get them to apply with their insurance companies to get extended stays wherever they need to go. So that's kind of a blessing. It's not so much a rental neighborhood as it is an owned neighborhood. So
Thank you.
that it?